What up, though, y'all? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Good evening. Oh, Lord. Oh, we got a lot to get into, child. We got a lot to get into. Okay, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Let's see who up in the house. What's going on, everybody? Y'all, welcome. Let's see. I say we got Miss Strawberry, we got Miss Linda Gamble, Miss Lady One, dear Yvette. I bet you won't. Seeing Red, we got Sweet Vern, Angel One, Aunt Natty, CM is in the house, Mama V, Pamela, Helen, I see you. Inez, I see you. Let's see, Sabrina, I see you. Miss Stephanie, Ty, I see y'all. Okay, so y'all speaking to each other. Well, listen, as the people come on up in the room, we're gonna get into a couple of things, child. We're gonna get into a couple of things. Child, we're gonna talk about Diddy. Okay, we're gonna talk about Kim. Okay, y'all. Allegedly, the police is now saying that Kim and Croy they need to separate from each other. Girl, y'all should have been done told them two loony birds that. Okay, then we're gonna be talking about Hercules and He-Man. The He-Man wannabe Ken. Oh, Ken. You gonna be pissed off at me when I get done with your ass. Okay, you gonna be pissed off at me. You gonna be one. I'm gonna be one blogger that's probably gonna be on your radar when I get done with you. Oh yes. Oh yes. What did you think Millichun was talking about the first time she asked you about Martin? Baby, wait a minute, cause we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We we're gonna get there. Also, I did not review Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I'm gonna give y'all a brief little something a little bit later when I talk about this Ken stuff. Okay. All right. Hey Tamara, what's going on? Precious Jewel. I see you, Sheila, Miss Lika B. I see y'all. Okay, listen. So let's get into a couple of things. Did I miss anybody? Hey Brittany. I don't want to miss nobody because I don't want to DM talking about Chef. We good. We good, Chef. Yeah, baby, we good, baby. We good, little baby. I'm so glad I didn't just share my screen right away. Cause child. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. So a couple things I want to talk about before we get into the real thing. And I just want to show y'all this for a little bit of encouragement. Hold on. And hopefully y'all can see the screen in just a second. Hold on. All right. Let's see. All right. Can y'all see the screen now? Can y'all see the screen? Let me see. All right. All right. So I need to unmute this so y'all can hear it, honey.
The yoke of the devil has been destroyed. The yoke of the devil has been
Can y'all hear
destroyed.
it? The yoke of the devil has been destroyed. That's all I'm gonna say. That's right, mother. That's right, mother.
The yoke of the devil has been destroyed.
I just wanted to share that with somebody. I don't know. Something coming up, but it's destroyed. It's destroyed. You better say hallelujah for that one right there. I don't know, mother blessed me when I saw that. Mother blessed me. She blessed me when I saw this. I want to share it with the people. Okay. Mother went in. Okay. Mother went smack dab in. All right. Hey, Cam. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Okay. So, even though we was just watching Mother, we're going to get into some mess, though. Thank you, Mother. We appreciate you. we appreciate you, Mother. We appreciate you, Mother. Okay. So, first, I want to get into this. This will be a night that I will never forget. Um, I was working at Baylor Hospital the night that this happened, y'all. I got off of work a little bit earlier that night. No, no, I think I worked from 10 to 2. I mean, from 2 to 10, I'm sorry. Something like that. But that night when we got off, the hospital, for those that know, the hospital was not far from this actual apartment complex where where this happened. And I watched this trial, didn't miss a day, swore I was right there with it, honey. But shout out to Botham Jean's family. Okay, they have been awarded just about 100 milli, okay, by a jury in a wrongful death case after off-duty police officer Amber Geiger entered the wrong apartment and fatally shot him in 2018. I just will never forget this. I will never forget this night. All right, so it says neighbors, the wrongful death case concerning Botham John's 2018 shooting has finally come to a close. His family was awarded nearly 100 million by a jury. As most of you all recall, Botham John was shot and unalive by an off-duty officer, Amber Geiger, after she entered into the wrong apartment and mistook it for hers. She lived on the third floor while he started on the fourth with a similar unit number, 1378 versus 1478. The jurors came to the conclusion that Geiger was reckless or shot him with malice. She was serving or she's now serving, I'm sorry, a 10-year sentence in prison. Now, Botham John's family was originally seeking 54 million, but was given 60 million for damages and 38.6 million in commensurate. I ain't even try to say that word, but damages. Okay. A crime scene expert during the closing arguments determined that Geiger also wasn't in danger and that John never moved toward her in the apartment based on the crime scene. Man, I remember every single detail about this coming out in the trial and everything. Now, that's probably one of the only cases that I watched like the entire time. Now, here's what I'm gonna say. You know, Unfortunately, when these types of things happen, it doesn't bring your loved one back. It doesn't bring back anybody that you lose. And honestly, she's not going to be able to pay no $100 million in her lifetime. Okay. Let's just keep it all the way a buck. But what it does do is it secures this one thing that you will never be able to get out and comfortably make any money. That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to forever make her uncomfortable in anything that she does. Because we all know ain't nobody gonna really hire her when she gets out of prison. She gonna go around there and get one of them little loop de loop jobs. You know what I'm saying? No shade to anybody who got a loop de loop job, but that's all she's gonna be able to do because no one's gonna trust her. No one's gonna want her on their roster. So it just when you get out, you're not gonna be able to do no tell all. You're not gonna be able to do no documentary. You're not gonna be able to do none of that. So you might as well just sit back and relax and well, not relax because you unalive that man, but serve your sentence, girl, and stop appealing. Okay, because they denied your appeal twice. Okay, girl. Right, no lifetime movie, no nothing. Hey, IPV, hey everybody. You ain't fit to get no type of profit off of this family, off of their pain and suffering that they had to go through. I just will never forget this, y'all. And I don't know that trial. Again, I will say that trial I watched like from beginning to end. All right, so let's get into the latest tea concerning y'all boy the Diddler. Okay, baby, I'm kind of really sick of this Diddy stuff, but um, it's gonna forever be a topic. It's gonna be forever be a topic, but I think this one actually really needs to be talked about. Okay, I think this actually really needs to be talked about. So hold on one second, guys. And I'm really only doing news coverage that makes sense with him. Okay, so y'all, Diddy's attorneys is out here saying allegedly that what we saw in that Cassie video, boy, they trying hard. Boy, they trying hard. They trying hard. They trying hard with the video. We know what we saw, baby butt, Bookie butt. We know what we saw. And as I've stated before, I don't care what took place be prior to him getting Cassie out in that hallway and doing what he did. I don't care. I don't care if she socked the phone upside his head. What we saw, we can never take back. And we can't never sit up and act like we didn't see it. Okay. And so I want you to stop playing with us on this good day, acting like we ain't know what we saw. So let's get into it. So it says neighbor, shout out to the neighborhood talk. Sean Diddy Combs has been um has accused federal prosecutors, okay, of manipulating evidence to make him seem more dangerous. His legal team claims that they altered a 2016 surveillance video involving Cassandra Cassie Ventura to mislead the court. Ahead of his bail hearing on Friday, Diddy's attorneys urged that the prosecutors rearrange the events in the video to strengthen their claims. What does it matter? That man, that man beat on that lady, and we see it. Kicked her through vases. What are you talking about? Tell me they needed to strengthen their claims. They asserted the government has access to the full unedited footage, but intentionally presented a modified version to support their narrative. Now I ain't gonna lie, I was wondering how the people got the video. I definitely wonder how they got the video down to the CNN. Okay, I was wondering but sir, altered what? Huh? So then it says that Diddy denies the prosecutor's claim that the video shows coercion or ex trafficking. Instead, he says it depicts a domestic dispute where he was trying to recover his phone and clothes. Sir, that's not you trying to recover nothing. That is literally you kicking and beating and hitting on this lady. What the? I don't know what kind of. I don't. I swear. I swear. I don't know what kind of attorneys Diddy and them got over there, but I swear, Diddy, if any of this stuff is true, you moving like a foul idiot. And then not only that, sir, nothing about this was manipulated to the public because I don't care what happened. I don't care if she slapped this man upside his head with that phone. The fact of the matter is, you chased that girl all the way out that hotel room and beat and kicked her. You threw vases at her. We know what we saw. This is ridiculous. His legal team, I don't know what kind of girl, what in the what I mean, what is going on? Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, I agree. That orange man ain't gonna do something to get him out. I think so too. This is just it is just insane how so now y'all trying to girl, I cannot. So it says that he also refutes allegations of dragging Cassie down a hallway or throwing a vase at her, stating that he only threw the contents of the vase. Sir, you know what? Get out of our face playing. Get out of our face playing. Okay? Like, get out of our face playing. And your legal team is ignorant and stupid. Okay? Yeah, I said it. That is bananas. And I don't know. If y'all not feeling a little like little ways about that, then I don't know. Because we all saw this video. We all saw the video. So you trying to say that they manipulated it into making it look like what you did next? You're gonna be coming out next week talking about AI was involved. That's gonna be the next excuse. AI made me do it. Okay, it's gonna be the next excuse. Child, don't make no doggone sense. Yeah, he did that with that towel on, and Miss Lady, one of the crazy thing about it is that towel ain't fall. You was kicking, you was doing all kinds of stuff, and that towel never fell. You was holding it up. Boy, Diddy better get out of face playing. But like I said, I do absolutely believe that orange man is gonna do everything in his power to get that man out of jail. I do. I just believe it in my shine, and I don't know how, and I don't know, but I believe it. Okay. All right, y'all. So Jussie Smollett, honey, Jussie Smollett, Mr. Jussie Smollett. They say a win is a win, honey. A win is a win. A win is a win. They was getting to this. Jussie Smollett just recovered a major win in court. According to TMZ, the Illinois Supreme Court has decided to overturn Jussie's conviction in the hate crime hoax. Um, so y'all, I listened to Pam Esquire, the law intellect, and she kind of explained this in a different way for me. Um, and it makes sense why they overturned it. They overturned it because they already had a deal that he had took. He had already took a plea deal. So there was no reason for the conviction taking a plea deal. Okay. So they overturned his conviction for those reasons. And again, listen, hey, the boy. Now I'm not here to debate whether it was actually a real thing. I'm not here to debate none of that. Technically, by technicalities, they needed to overturn it. Okay. So let's get into it. Hold on. So it says um, when Jesse was first convicted, he and the state attorneys Kim Fox had a plea deal requiring him to forfeit his $10,000 bond and do 15 hours or 15 community service hours. So because he completed the end of his deal, the state was required to hold up their end, which was overturning his conviction. So, according to courts, Jesse shouldn't have been subject to a second prosecution for his other felony counts after he was already convicted for faking the hate crime. After the hate crime charges, prosecution attempted to convict him of felony disorderly conduct, which had temporarily sent him to jail for 6 days. This this was reportedly not a part of their original deal. Via WGN9, the court went on to allude to Jesse's original charges being dropped and said that while many people were dissatisfied with that, it would be more unjust than the resolution of any one criminal case would be a holding from this court. Okay, so again, they overturned it because it did not go along with their original deal. Okay, so I mean, I'm not mad. I mean, you gonna fight. You gonna fight for your freedom. You gonna fight for what you feel like is right, and I feel like that's what his attorneys did in this situation. So I mean, I really can't be mad at it. You did what you were supposed to do in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Right. They try to do double jeopardy. So I don't know. But anyway, congratulations to you, Justin Smollett. Well, I netted now you don't have to hear about this no more. Okay. Not really. All right, y'all. Please make sure y'all hit that like button as you guys come on up in here. All right. Please make sure you hit the like button.
I experienced the same.
Girl, Keke. Keke. First of all, this was a really good interview. This was a really good interview. I do think I want to do a breakdown of this interview because I do love me some Keke Palmer. I don't care what y'all think. Um, she is like the the go-to girl for especially the 90s babies, the early 90s babies. I don't know about these late 90s babies. I ain't got nothing to do with them, honey. But the early 90s babies, that's what I'm talking to. I'm talking about them late. But anyway, Keke did an interview with Shannon Sharp over there at the club Shay Shay, and Keke had this to say to Shannon Sharp and gagged him. Okay, let's get us a little key.
Same thing, in another movie that I did where the guy was, I was 17 and he was like 27.
You like him older, huh?
That's what Michelle said.
Oh, no, my goodness. Come on, Keke. Come on, Keke. It's too soon. No, I didn't. You've been waiting for that. It's too soon, Keke. Oh, my goodness.
They don't call you hunky hunky for nothing. You better go ahead.
See, Keke, that is too. Come. I
So, in case if y'all don't remember, Michelle was the lady when Shannon Sharp accidentally went live on Instagram. At least that's what he said. It was an accident. The girl's name was Michelle. Okay, so he tried to play with Keke, and Keke got him back. Keke gagged him back. He was not expecting that. Okay, he was not expecting that. But Keke wasn't the only one that got him back. Miss Pat got him back too. And he keeps saying, "Oh, it's too soon. It's too soon." So look at it again. I'll let y'all look at it again since I explained it. Let's go.
did not expect.
I experienced the same thing, in another movie that I did where the guy was, I was 17 and he was like 27.
You like him older, huh?
That's what Michelle said.
Oh, no, my goodness. Come on, Keke. It's too soon. No, I didn't. You've been waiting for that. It's too soon, Keke. Oh, my goodness.
They don't call you hunky hunky for nothing.
Yeah, hunky is insane. Hunky is insane. But anyway, so Keke, again, if y'all want a good interview to watch, Keke's interview with Shannon Sharp was actually really good. I did enjoy listening to her talk about, how she feels like it's almost a requirement for her to give back to her family because her family sacrificed so much for her career. Y'all gotta go listen to it. I really enjoyed that interview. I be trying to sit up and watch the positive interviews, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was a good interview. So y'all make sure y'all check it out, okay? All right, so let's get into our next tang. Hold on. Hey, Glam Rock. Shout out to Glam Rocks in the house, okay? Shout out to Glam Rocks. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, okay? Make sure you subscribe, honey. Bow Wow show was in the news yesterday with Mariah Lynn and then another woman. And girl, I want to pull up something. And I just want to talk about the comments briefly. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I got really angry. Let me show y'all something. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna bring light to it. Just because I feel like what we see is literally the epitome of what's going on here. So anybody that knows me know I really like women who are in business, who are about their business, who I'ma just name a few. Melody, Candy, Pinky Cole, Tabitha Brown, There are so many black women who are really out here making things happen, and they doing it and doing it and doing it well. Okay, I love to see black women out here making it happen. The one thing that I cannot stand though is other black women being so unhappy, being bitter, being angry that you can't be happy for the next sister. That is such a problem. Like, why can't y'all be happy for the next sister? And the reason why I'm saying this is because Pinky Cole is getting ready. I don't care if she was born on First Street in Baltimore and she decided to put a restaurant on First Street in Baltimore. She's doing it and she's doing it well. And why can't the people celebrate her? Why is this news? Why are we talking about this? But you want to talk about this other bush that's going on right here in this world that we really don't care two flies about. What is it? Somebody help me. I want to have a real conversation. I said that like Carlos King. But no, real talk. I kind of I really want to know. Please, y'all, type in the chat. Let me know, what is it? What is it about other black women who just cannot find that one way to celebrate another woman, but they are willing to tear them down? What has Pinky Cole done that anyone would feel? And I feel the same way about Tabitha Brown. What has that lady done that you feel the need to be so negative and nasty in the comments for what? No, IPV, because these are conversations that need to be had, whether they get me fired up, charged up, no matter what. The comments are there. And in my opinion, the conversation needs to be had. Why can't black women be happy for other black women? And why is it not a learning curve for you? Why is it always something that seems like, I don't know. Okay, let me just read one of the comments that pissed me off. This one right here. Why is this news? She back home for a few days to open another store. Duh. She's from Baltimore. Who gives what does the candy mean for? That's a man, but what does the candy mean for? Like, to me, it's irritating because again, when people are doing great things, y'all don't have nothing to say about it. But the moment, I guarantee you, the moment that she haul off and slap the shit out of somebody, that'll be the first thing y'all want to talk about. It's sad to me. It is so sad to me, and I don't know why we live in a world like this. I just will never get it. But again, like I said, y'all, in this season, this is not a season. This season is a season of Thanksgiving. It's a season of giving and receiving. It's a season of just understanding your blessings. So it's not a season of hating. So if you got hate in your heart right now, baby, you need to pray it on out. Okay, it just ain't the season for it. It just ain't the season for hating. Okay, baby, I have to. I don't know. It just, y'all, we just got to do better. We just got to do better. We really do. We really do. We just have to do better. I don't like seeing this. And a lot of people had things to say when she gave black women, specifically black women, hundreds of thousands of dollars to start their own businesses. It wasn't even in the restaurant industry, but she still gave money for these black women to start whatever their goal and their dream was. And people are still going to find something negative to say about it. I just had to put it out there. It's so frustrating to see. It's so frustrating to see, y'all. If you hating in this season, please, please, baby, sit back and reevaluate your life because it ain't worth it. It's just not worth it, right? She saved business. She has done so much for the community, for the Black community. She has given back in so many ways, in so many ways. So it just pissed me off to see somebody say, "Why, girl, y'all ain't about." Woo! I almost got emotional. I got so pissed off because it's just like, God, dog. Why is it not news? Why can't it be news? Why wouldn't it be news? I don't care if she is from First Street in Baltimore and she decided to go around there and make a restaurant out of where she lived at or where she grew up at. I don't care. She's doing big things. She also opened up a slutty vegan in the airport in ATL. Listen, Pinky Cole, you probably will never hear this, but I just want to say this. Please keep doing what you're doing because it is an inspiration. It is a huge inspiration to see people out here really making it. So I just had to do that because y'all know how I feel about folks coming for Auntie Tab. Folks be trying to do the same thing over there. That lady don't bother nobody. Pinky Cole don't bother nobody. These people do not bother nobody. But if she go off, all off and slap the plum out of y'all, it'll be headlines and everybody has something to say. So please, Miss Pinky Cole, keep doing you. I don't know. I had to talk about it, y'all, because it pissed me. Oh, it had me hot. Man, when I see it steaming, I'm pretty sure somebody could probably saw steam coming out of. And plus, I follow Pinky Cole on IG, and she had done y'all know, if you follow her on IG, she always consistently posting messages to encourage and push people. But she had just shared the progress in the restaurant that she is building in Baltimore, and it just looks dope. And again, congratulations, Queen. Please keep doing you. Please keep doing you. All right. Okay, I'm done with my rant. I'm done with my little rant. I am done with my rant. Okay. Oh, hold on. All right, so let's get into. So we talked about Diddy. There was something else I want to talk about. Kim. Y'all, so allegedly they saying Kim Zolciak around there now. Now her and Croy been going through this crazy stuff. First of all, what I can't seem to understand when it comes to Kim and Croy, y'all don't got no friends around there that can really help y'all out or something like that. I don't understand. Y'all ain't got a homegirl or homeboy that care that enough about y'all that they would let y'all come, one of y'all come stay with y'all or something. I don't understand. I to this day, I don't get it. Y'all don't, Kim, you don't got a good girlfriend. You can't go stay at the chateau. That's your twin. You can't go stay at the chateau. I'm just trying to figure out why in the world y'all don't find somebody. One of y'all need to go do something. So, child, they saying that allegedly the police keep telling them Kim's parents don't even like her. But just, come on, man, she ain't got one friend, one homie. He don't got no homies, no friends. Cause you one of y'all gotta go. They got a homie though. I ain't saying they gotta go back to mom and daddy, but they got at least a homie somewhere. They got one homie. He got a homie. She got a home girl. I don't understand it. But baby, I'd have been done with Croy the moment Croy told that lady, and y'all think I'm playing, it was an article. No, it wasn't an article. It was actually body cam footage from the police. Croy had given Kim a pillow and told her to sleep outside. I'm sorry, because that's not funny. Because I would like that is terrible. It is terrible to do somebody like that. But he told that lady, gave her a pillow, and told her to go sleep outdoors. Now, all I know is, all I know, right? Where's Big Papa? You can go. You can find somebody to go to. Shoot, Sheree is your big homie, and you should be able to go stay over there at the chateau. You said that was your twin. You was like, twin, where have you been? Nobody loves me like you do. That's what you were feeling like. So go around there with your twin, honey. Toodaloo, goodbye. I cannot with Kim. I cannot with them. I don't know. But the police is saying that one of them need to go. Somebody need to go. They stay away from each other. Which it sounds like they're gonna have to make some decisions soon because they said their house about to be auctioned off. I'm just saying. All right, so let's get into Terica Ellis. Okay. If you guys do not remember who Terica Ellis is, Terica Ellis was the woman who made the call to get Andre, which was Tim Norman, big hip, nasty hip Tim Norman from Sweetie Pies, to get Tim's nephew unalived Andre. Rest in peace to Andre. We will never forget Andre. Um, we will never forget Andre. Okay, we will never forget Andre. But y'all, we're gonna be going over a interview that Terica Ellis. She is no longer in prison. Okay, she had time served when she was in prison. I think she only received 37 months, and of course, it was time served. She was already locked up when she got sentenced. So of course, they used that time. She had to do 85% of her time, right? Now, I didn't know anything about the interviews. Shout out to Cara Marrell because she was playing it this morning. And it pissed me off. Now, I follow everything having to do with this case, but y'all, this girl did an interview. And again, we're going to go over it because I want to make it into a separate video. But y'all, it just makes me, the more that these people talk, number one, it fuels the way that I feel about Miss Robbie. Unfortunately, to the 175 people watching me right now, I don't see it for Miss Robbie. I'm sorry, I don't. Because Miss Robbie begged Andre. I mean, Andre begged Miss Robbie to get him some help because he knew that boy knew he didn't steal that money. He knew that Tim stole that money. And let me just say this. For them to have closed that, trying to figure out Tim didn't really have his hands in that, in my opinion, Tim straight up had his hands in that. And I know Miss Robbie know that. If she had to sue her very own son, if she had to sue her very own son for going around starting restaurants in Miss Robbie's name, you would just have me to think that Tim wouldn't go as far as stealing some money from his mama. Man, please. I don't trust Miss Robbie. I am sorry. Somebody mentioned to me the other day, telling me Miss Robbie still singing. What more power to her? I don't trust her. And I don't, I can't. I can't with Miss Robbie. I cannot. And y'all know I've been feeling that way since day one. I cannot with Miss Robbie. There are text messages of Andre literally begging Miss Robbie to hear him out. The only reason why Andre went back to St. Louis was to prove to Miss Robbie that he did not steal that money. Oh yeah, I agree. We do need to talk about that. I agree. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. I cannot with Miss Robbie. I've never been able to wrap my head around how she treated Andre. And we saw Tim and how Tim treated Andre on the show. So you had to know when the cameras were not around, it's even worse. So Terica Ellis, she gets out, she's talking, and there was one thing that she said in that interview that I did believe. And I mean, it's only one thing that I believed. And I believe the part about Miss Robbie. Well, no, there was two things that I believe that she said. I believe that Tim manipulated her in a sense, but I still think she needs to be held accountable for her actions. I do believe he manipulated her to a point. But then when it comes to Miss Robbie, I do believe that Miss Robbie did send Andre's location. I do. I sure do. I do. I do. I believed her when she said that. She said that Miss Robbie told Tim where Andre was. And I believe it. I do. I just do. I really feel like Miss Robbie was angry thinking that Andre stole that money. And I think even when they closed that case, she still felt like deep down inside that Andre did that. I do. I feel like she felt that. And Miss Robbie, I just can't do you, boo. I can't. I'm sorry. I just cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Um, hey Belicious. That's that Terica Ellis girl that helped Tim unalive his nephew. Andre's mother even said they had that young man living in a shack next door to Tim's condo. Yep, yeah, you right, Miss Mary. They did. What's up, Omar? They did. Absolutely. And you know, shout out to Miss Michelle Griggs. Miss Michelle Griggs used to attend my uncle's church and in um Lubbock. That's why Tina kicked her out of the group. Do what? Oh yeah, now I have heard this before. I have actually heard this before, Omar. I have heard that before. Word on the street is that I kissed him real daddy. Baby, I have heard that before. I ain't gonna even hold you. You was just joking, but there is definitely some articles out about that. There is. Go look it up. Go look it up. I have heard that before. That he may not be the baby daddy, but they had some dealings. I have definitely heard that before. You can go look it up. It's sad because Andres passed his lie detector test. I think, yeah, he did. He did. He absolutely did. And I just will never be able to wrap my mind around. And then the fact that his big hip, his nasty hip tail, set up on a reunion stage and said, "Oh, we still trying to figure out what happened to Andre. Oh, that's my nephew. That's my nephew. That's my brother that passed away. That's his son. That's my nephew." And whole time you knew exactly what happened, you nasty big hip bastard. I don't, baby. Ugh. Tim is a sick man, y'all. It's a sick man. I knew something was wrong with him when he had that haircut. I cannot. Well, big nasty hip ass bastard. Oh, anyway, y'all. So that's that about Terica Ellis, and we will break down that interview. Number one, I don't even know, girl. Why do you even want to do interviews? I would. I wouldn't want to do no interviews. I wouldn't want to talk about the situation. I would feel so bad. If you was manipulated to that point, I wouldn't be doing no interviews. I wouldn't be talking. I wouldn't be telling all. Because people gonna feel the way people gonna feel, and people feel like you had something to do with that, regardless. I don't know why you would come out and discuss it, but anyway, anywho and anyhow. All right, so there was a piece of Love and Marriage Huntsville that I wanted to discuss, and the specific piece that I wanted to discuss was Disney saying that the ladies was kissing males' ass. And I don't know nothing about what she said over there on her channel or nothing like that. I just know that's what she said on the show. Okay. Also, when it come to Marisol and Tisha, I really wasn't expecting them not to come and have a conversation with their husbands about the girls' trip. I really wasn't expecting that not to happen. Also, Winter let us know that, most of the time that's on the storyboard is when you come back, you have to discuss the trip with somebody, blah, blah, blah. So I figured that was the case. I wasn't expecting nothing different, child. When it come to Marceau and the whole his thoughts about the respectful cheating, it didn't make sense. Tisha, you knew it didn't make sense what Destiny said it at the table, but you was all in it then. Ooh, oh, oh. So then now all of a sudden when you say, oh, it doesn't make sense, do it. No, it didn't. It didn't make sense when it was said. Okay. I mean, you know, Disney saying that the women, she don't do ass kissing and stuff like that. Girl, Disney, let me tell you something. People like Disney, I can't travel with you. I can't travel with you. See, I have to reach over this table and we have to cause a scene at this restaurant. What the is wrong with you? Girl, everybody else sitting at this table having a good time, and here you is with your face frowned up and tuned up like you was invited on this trip in the first place. You won't. Okay? So be grateful. I ain't never seen a bunch of ungrateful people in my life that is so ungrateful on the trip. Somebody complaining about the room, somebody complaining about this, and then they complaining about this, and then they complaining about this. Longest girls trip I ever seen in my life, anyway. Girl, but if we're gonna talk about kissing ass, I think you kissed ass with everybody on the show, especially the successful people on the show. You didn't kiss their ass. So it's very rich for you to get in your confessionals and say you don't like for people to kiss ass. Huh? Now, won't you the same person that said, I don't care if you said it under your breath, if you said it out loud. You told Mel, I love you and I'm sorry and that, man, that's all you was doing. And then you was trying to get to fight to sit beside Mel. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. Girl, stop. That's me. And then now they over there talking about she said she don't want nobody to mention Mel on her platform. Child, y'all be always throwing sideways shade like can't nobody pick it up. That's out of control. All right, let's get into this Millichun interview. Shout out to Millichun. Millichun did a wonderful job over there with Ken, but y'all, Ken, let me just go ahead and put a disclaimer out. Okay. Remember a couple seasons ago, Destiny wanted a shortcut to get Stormy's products in Madonna. She sure did. And they're gonna try to pretend like they don't know that though. But that's why I said all her friendship seems to be like kissing ass, if you ask me. I mean, just saying. She really only be friends with people who can do stuff for her. Mm. So shout out to Millie Chun. Millie Chun had an interview over there. She did great. I'll put it that way. Yeah, when it comes to this man, I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that really pissed me off, but we're gonna get into it. The first thing that really had me teed off was asking about Martell being convicted. I think Samantha um not excusing Miss Robbie, but if his mother knew all that, why didn't she come? Why didn't she make him come home? What you mean? I mean, he was trying to prove to Miss Robbie that he didn't steal Miss Robbie's money. So he went from Lubbock to St. Louis to take the lie detector test. That's why he was in town, was to take the lie detector test. Um okay, so um Ken Ken and the DV conversation, it just pissed me off because, sir, he goes in talking about, well, him and her have done some stuff to each other. So, just going around the mobile, but then turn around and say, oh yeah, well, if a man try to put out something like that, then I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. None of y'all hold that bastard up in real life. None of y'all wants to hold him accountable. Anywho, let me stop sharing that screen. Um, and let me share this screen. And I'm gonna speed this up some because we ain't gonna be here all day because this man stressed my damn nerves. Okay, let me put Millichun's link in the chat as well. And let's go, baby.
Okay, so the word is that you wanted to do this. You wanted to do Love and Marriage Huntsville, and Trish came along with you. Like she was like, okay, I'll do it for you. And I'm just telling you what I've heard, what I've seen. So I'll let you clear that up. But also, if that is true, no, and I don't know if you've ever watched the show because it's a beast, right?
Right.
You can get demolished here. So if you had watched the show or not, and you know that Trish was married and you were dating her, you all are living together, and her husband is somewhere else, and if this is something you wanted to do, like why would you put her in this type of situation? Because she's had it pretty tough since y'all have hit the same.
So I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're asking. I don't. So when we first got interviewed for the show, it was kind of like we were supposed to just come on as extras thing. So we weren't even supposed to come on and have the impact that we had. So for us, it was just like, hey, we're trying to push our.
Y'all still extras, if you ask me.
Like I said earlier, Trish is one of them people that she don't really like attention like that. She's not really big time social media. She doesn't really post a lot. I have to tell her to post and stuff like that. And
so have y'all never watched the show?
Yeah, we watched the show. But we, like I said, like Trish watched the show. I had only seen like bits and pieces and stuff like that. But I think with the whole her and Marquez have been separated for so long, and that's another thing too. With the whole relationship thing, being like everybody makes it seem like I just embarked on happy home, and Marquez was absolutely nowhere in the picture.
So what does that have to do with Millichun?
Trish will tell you this herself. When I first came around, and she was still currently living in the home that they both had gotten together. I never stayed at the house. I never stayed at the house. I would come over and visit. I never was around the kids. The only time I would come visit her when the kids were at school. And when the kids were at home, I never came around. So that whole idea that I just came in and I was around.
Y'all, did y'all see how quick he changed the entire, like, that had nothing to do with what she asked you. She asked, why are they on the show? And then you decide to go down Toucan Lane, come back around here to White House Boulevard. You went back around there to Love and Marriage Circular. What is going on? Please come back around here to this. Come back around here. Come back around here. Because we ain't asked you all that yet.
Around the kids, and that's false. That's not
Okay.
true.
Okay.
Her and Marquez ended up selling that home and moving into she ended up moving into another home. I was coming off of a relationship breakup, and I was actually in the process of getting my own home, like getting another place. So this idea that I needed somewhere to stay, like I literally have provided every home I've ever stayed in. So yeah, I don't like, me and Trisha agreed both to do the show for the simple fact that we felt it would be good to push our brand with the fitness and stuff like that.
Well, are you all doing that? Because we don't see that. We see that you all work out, but what is your brand? What do you have to
a lot of stuff, I don't think, like when it comes to like the show and like stuff like that, like they don't show a lot of what we do on the back. Like you said, you didn't know I model, you don't know I act. They know all of this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Because the show is derived to push the worst part of you guys. So back to my first question. If you had watched the show, or if Trish had watched the show, if this was something that you wanted to do to push your agenda, to push what you're doing, knowing that it can devour people, why would you put?
No, but see, we didn't know that. We didn't like. Like I said, I watch reality TV, but I haven't watched this show. And I knew Marceau and all the other guys and stuff like that, and I knew that they had created certain successes because of the show. So that my whole idea behind it was, we really didn't know. We were blinded by all this drama stuff. Like we didn't know anything about like that. It was kind of like we just thought we were coming in as the
Stop the cap. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. This is the same man who been saying that he don't do social media, but he getting ready to come out with a podcast. Girl, please stop the cap. Stop it, please.
The fit couple. You know, they were going to show our family dynamic, our blended family, and how everything was going, and that was going to be the basis of our spot on the show. And then once we got on there, then it kind of went.
Okay, blended family.
Once we got on there, it went kind of. Now, Marquez said in that interview with Carlos and Heavenly that y'all was upset because he ain't really want to go along with the story that y'all was trying to tell and what y'all was trying to do. Now, we're not going to forget that. But, sir, you thought coming to Love and Marriage Huntsville, there was going to be glitz and glam around here? Come on, we can't be that slow. We can't be that dumb. We cannot be that stupid. Stop it.
Family. So we heard you say, and okay, I'm going to get down to the core because okay, what I want to know is, and this is me, this is a Millichun question. I want to know who, like when you were contacted, when was Marquez contacted? Because he said he was contacted about the baby having dancing and stuff like that. Were you all contacted, and then how was he contacted? Like if it was just bringing y'all, because I'm going to say this. We heard that Trish had a husband before we even knew who you were. Before we knew you or Marquez. We had heard that on the street. And because when I heard, I was like, wait a minute.
But it was never a secret because like nobody ever hid it. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, and me and her had lots of conversations in the beginning because like, of course, with her being still technically married, I didn't want to put myself in a position to where, you know, I know who I am as a man and what type of man I'm gonna be to my woman. So it was like, I had to ask all these questions to ensure that I didn't put myself in a situation to where I do it all and lose it all. So,
Ken, you came on a, listen, you literally came on a show being a side dude. There would have never been one piece of me that would have been okay with the lady that I'm talking to still being married, and it being 5 years. And this lady still ain't divorced this man. I would not have come on this show. No way in the world. Hey, healthcare workers. How you doing, boo? Ain't no way in the world. Come on, man. Let us keep going. Cause child, Child, it did. Ain't no way.
But I personally can't answer when Marquez found out. Like when I say in the beginning, Marquez was like, and I don't say this like I think people think a lot of this stuff that we say on the show is scripted, and we're trying to just make him out to be this bad guy or whatever the case may be. Like Marquez didn't come around a lot in the beginning. Like it would be time and time and time. Like I used to see his dad all the time. If he needed anything to be done, and me and her had other obligations, it was his dad that showed up.
Okay.
So
She said that. She said that last week.
So it was like with him not being in the picture, like I had nothing else to go by. She told me that when we first started talking, like, hey, he's not around, he doesn't come around, and he stayed right up the street most of the time. Like, so
I was looking through a career that was more computer oriented.
Accelerated degrees in cyber.
After, of course, just weighing my options, and me and Trisha just started to be around each other more, hanging out more. We just grew fond of each other, and that's how it happened. But throughout the whole process, Marquez really, I promise you, I could have counted on one hand how many times I saw him up until we started filming the show.
Okay, we're going to get into some of the questions in here, and then we're going to get into some of Marquez's posting.
Y'all didn't see him up until you start filming the show. She asked, when did he start coming around to film around? We're not going to act like the question was hard to comprehend, right? She's not asking what was it like before y'all started filming the show. She's asking when y'all started filming the show, how was he approached to start filming the show? The man never answered one question directly. Definitely giving Marceau. You find the Scots weird, but you doing exactly what the Scots do. Never answer a question.
Okay, this is one big question. This is a big question, right? Big one. I want to know why he felt the need to attack fans, specific fans, millimeters, and disrespect them, considering they all made CC content creators the decision to put their lives out to the public. Like when you did your live, you called out millimeters, you called out women who wear units, put it on the side.
Here's my thing with that. Here's my thing with that. If you actually go back to my live and look at what I was saying, I was responding to somebody in the live. Somebody said, hey, all these people in here hating on you are millimeters. And I specifically said it's possible. I never said that it was directly. I said it's possible. I said nothing against male, but I've seen millimeters in posts in the past, and they can be kind of crazy. That's not an attack. That's actually just my opinion on seeing millimeters in the past. Like I never directly said, hey, millimeters, you suck. Like I never did that. Like, so I don't know why that came up. And
that sounds so stupid because your situation is literally isolated, Ken. It's not like anyone is commenting on your stuff and putting hashtag millimeters at the end of what they damn saying. Please stop. Oh my God. Oh, sir, your situation is isolated from the way that millimeters feel about anybody else on this show. It has nothing to do with males and her fans. Stop the cap. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Your situation is very isolated. It has absolutely nothing to do with male. It has absolutely nothing to do with the millimeters. It has absolutely all to do with you, Trish, and Marquez. Period. Sir, please.
The whole attack on the wig is they kept talking about Trisha's wig, so I talked about theirs. Okay. What's the difference in them doing it and me doing it?
Okay, all right. Well, we cleared that up. I hope, is that good, Cass D? I hope.
No, Millichun, that's not good. Let me say what I need to say. You in that live was extremely weird. It was extremely weird. You was upset because people were talking about the way that Trish showed up to the reunion. She looked a hot ass mess. And I will say it. What you mad? Why you mad? That wig was a fool. That quinceañera dress with them cha-cha shoes was a fool. Okay? She looked a mess. And if what we saw you in, you did too. Okay? None of us are taking it back. You looked a mess, and she did too. And we could. My thing is, Trish ain't no more off limits than anybody else. If we didn't like what Tisha had on, we didn't like what Kimmy had on, we didn't like what Mel had on, and we didn't like. I heard some of the millimeter CCs say that sometimes they don't care for Mel's outfits and stuff. So what's the difference? It's nothing different when Trish get the blow too. Everybody else gonna talk about you too.
That's good. Let me see. Was there something else before I go on? Y'all go ahead and hit the like button as you come in. Let's go to, I'll come back to the questions. Let's go to this right here. So this is Marquez's post. I don't know if I should be using this, but I am. This is not a storyline. This is my real life that happens to be playing out on national TV. We're friends. We were friends before this. Now we can no longer be friends. Is he talking about you or Trish?
He's talking about Trish.
I am no longer going along with the storyline you wanted. Now I am standing on business, and I'll see you in court. Are they divorced?
So he claimed he contested the divorce in a post. I'm not 100% sure if he actually did, but the papers have been filed a good bit ago, and they're just going.
No, it wasn't no claim. He claimed to have contested divorce. He did contest the divorce. And I'm just asking, Ken, if your ass is in everything else, why you ain't on her about this divorce? I'm just wondering. I am seriously wondering. If you on her about everything else, why you're not on her about this divorce? I'm sorry. If I'm in there with somebody, then I'm still gonna, Ken.
Going through whatever the emotions they're going through.
So were those divorce papers he brought to that restaurant? Because we don't think that's what was in the envelope. I feel like it was.
I don't really know if I can speak on that because of the show situation, but I know that the real paperwork has been filed.
You've already answered my question. Thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it.
He literally answered Millichun's question without answering Millichun's question. That smile on his face definitely gave that them was not divorce papers. I told y'all there weren't no divorce papers when we saw them.
Because I got it. So why so long? Because when you and Trish was having her birthday dinner, I guess, I don't know, and you were talking about being married, like, do you think she needs some time? If she was divorced today, because I don't think she's divorced today. And I feel like he's holding it up, and it seems like he still wants it. And Trish, with her surprise, it seems like she may have had something, but she knows it's some BS over there, so she's moving on, right? That's how I got it. I know she's in this relationship with you, but with her surprise of it, were you surprised when she said that on television? Like, I'm surprised he brought paperwork.
Yeah, because so here's the thing about Trish, and me and Trish have had a lot of conversations because I asked that same question. Hey, what took you so long to get the divorce? I don't think a lot of people understand how people's lives operate differently. And here's my thing. I'm gonna say this and then I'll move on. You got people in the comments right now that are still married and have moved on and with somebody else, and they haven't gotten a divorce. Nobody just knows that they're going through that. So we're putting our info out there for people to know. So
I wouldn't give a flying for if all 190 people in my chat was divorced. I mean, was separated from their significant other, and they never got a divorce. Does that strengthen your case any? I mean, I'm just wondering. Does it strengthen you any? Because we ain't on no TV show. The people in the comment section, they ain't on no TV show. And regardless of if you wanted to put it out here, you put it out here for people to give their comments on it and for people to tell you how they really feel about it. So, sir, miss me with it. Miss me with it. Y'all notice that he did not answer not one question.
So I always try it's like throwing rocks at a glass house. There's a lot of people in the comments. That's what they do. But anyways, A lot of the reason why Trish took so long, it was a lot of family factors, like the embarrassment behind it. Like she grew up in a real deal, like committed family where they didn't get divorced. They worked on their marriages. They stayed. Her mom and dad were married for almost 40 years.
Okay.
So Trish did try her best to.
Ken, shut up. That sounds stupid. Oh, she came, they try to work through divorce. Well, if that's the case, why your big head ass around? Please stop.
To fix her marriage and work on her marriage and just try to be the best wife she could possibly be. But just like anybody else, over time, you get exhausted. You run out of options. And nobody really knew what they were going through because they're such a private family and private. She just moved on with her life. He moved on with his life. And it took for us to come together for her to actually have to go through with the process.
Okay. So do you think if you hadn't come in the picture, she still would have been just over there in Huntsville? He's been over there in Atlanta. They still been married?
I believe so. Because I don't think I think she was just going like she was in a very dark space. You lose a mom, a dad, back within 6 or 7 months, and then you lose your sister, who was probably one of the closest siblings you had, and on top of that, you lose a husband because he just disappears out of and not there for you. It was a lot of hatred harbored. It was a lot of and it was like I think a lot of it she just wanted to stay away from him for the simple fact that she didn't want to have to see his face and deal with the things that she'd been through with him. So I get it. Like I know her personally, so I get it.
I got it too because I have been married. I've been divorced and I've been married and I've been divorced, right? So I know that when it's time to go, it's time to go. It was no misunderstanding. Come sign these papers so we can get these. I got stuff to do, right? That was me, but that was me. But at the same time, when I'm married, my problem with Marquez is, and I thought it was great that you said he should seek help and he can talk to you. But for me, I feel like Marquez, the fact, like we don't believe everything Trish says, but in that moment when she was saying, you weren't there. When she said that he was not there for her when she needed him, when he said what he said to Marceau about not being there because he hasn't lost anybody, I lost all respect for him because, sir, you are married. And then to say he didn't want to come up to the house because you were there, I thought that was crazy too. But when I'm going to fast forward, I'm going to go back. This question right here from Samantha, why is Trisha talking about Mel? And meaning the scene where you all, ladies had come back, they were downloading the guys, and she said something about Mel has cheated before or whatever, right? How are y'all, do y'all know her like that? Like, y'all, because it doesn't seem like y'all are close.
So I personally don't know any of them like that outside of Courtney and Stormy. I played ball with.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
But I know Trish knows a lot more about them than I do. My only problem is what it is I don't get into girl talk. I don't get in their conversations. Like it just doesn't interest me. I just know that Mel had a lot to say about our situation, so Trish spoke back. Like Trish was a responder. I call it a.
Now tell me when Mel had a lot to say about y'all situation. Tell me when. Can somebody tell me in the comments? This kind of go back to that Trish talking about Mel grilled her. How did Mel grill you? Mel asked you a lot of questions. I mean, who wouldn't ask y'all these stupid questions? So when was this? When was this? Because I missed this. When did Mel had a lot to say about y'all situation? On the girls' trip, she said that Trish, shouldn't be talking. She ended up calling Trisha a lie because she is. But that wasn't even about that wasn't even about her, Trish and Ken. That was about Trisha and the Martell situation. So help me, baby. I missed that one. I missed the time Mel did that. And again, y'all remember that Trish said that Mel grilled her as well.
Counterpuncher. Like she's not going to say anything if you don't say something to her first. So I don't understand why people acting like she's just coming for Mel. Like we don't really. I don't mean to say this in a way that may sound. We don't think about them like that. Like nobody is just coming to come for one of those people or one of them just for I don't know. Like it was a situation that occurred where even like y'all see later on to where she was like egging on a situation with Marquez. Like Melanie has said certain things and done certain things that come off as being messy or trying to implant herself in certain things. and you can't expect nobody to do nothing but say something back in defense of themselves. Like,
okay. Thank you, Samantha. Let's get into another one of these posts right quick.
I'm still trying to remember when the grilling happened. And all you could be talking about is mimosas with Melody. But help me on I don't know. When was it? What episode? What episode was it? That's what I would have known. I would have wanted to know, what did Mel say? Look, several of y'all asked the same question. She claimed it happens at Liddell's birthday party, but that wasn't even a grilling. She literally brought up that she was still married. Other people had already talked about Trish and them coming in the group about her still being married. She brought up the fact that she married, and then Mel asked, "Do y'all have y'all signed divorce papers or something like that?" It was no grilling. It was no like okay.
I think there's another one. Marquez said, when trying to take accountability and articulate truth, let's be clear, this was the first time all three of us ever sat down and spoke about our issues in front of 12 people and 6 cameras. You cannot take a real 2-hour conversation and condense it to 5 minutes and expect it to be understood or whatever. I can't see the rest of that. So what do you say? Thank you so much. What do you say about that?
So, I mean, we're in a better space now, but I've tried to on a number of occasions get me and him off the camera. You know what I'm saying? To have conversations. I don't know. I feel like sometimes people just be so stuck in their emotions that they tend to not really comprehend the situation. Like you said, I'm a good guy, and I never wanted us to ever be in this type of situation. It was not my intentions whatsoever.
It's a difficult situation because
it's difficult for me because my last relationship, the child that I acquired in that relationship, she was 2. She's currently 13.
Okay, let's talk about that. Is that relationship the one that was married? Because we heard you say
that like again, I don't want to try to like discredit the show in any way, but y'all have to understand that editing is a real thing. I never said I dated another married woman. I worded it wrong, but what I was saying is I dated a woman who at one point was in the same situation as Trish.
You worded it wrong, but it was edited a certain way. So which one? Which one? Which one? So did you say it? I mean, you had to say it to give it to editing. Yeah.
They were still married. He lived upstairs. She stayed downstairs, and they went through the motions for a long period of time before they actually got the divorce. That's what I was saying. I never. If the full conversation would have played out, I didn't say I dated her. It just it was cut right there and left right there. You know.
But she was married.
I've never been with another married woman outside of Trish. And even in the beginning with me and Trish, I still was kind of skeptical about it. Trish would tell you herself, like I used to ask a lot of questions, because I say every time it's 2 sides to every story, sometimes 3. You know what I'm saying? Because some people tend to tell a story that fits their narrative. So
look, I have been divorced. I've told them before, I've been divorced, and after about 6 months, I started dating. So by everybody saying that you're a side dude, I had a side dude, right? And my ex-husband, while we were going through it, he had a side chick. I wasn't trying to date, but I got tired of staying at home by myself. I was ready to go out. Yeah. But
the difference, though, Millichun, is that if you listen to this, the difference is y'all were actively going through a divorce. They just started their divorce process a month ago. Okay.
My whole thing is I knew what was going on in my life. I knew this thing was going to end. We were just waiting for it. Not like Trish, not signing a menu, not just now filing papers, not any of that. Like I knew mine was coming to an end.
Millichun just said signing a menu.
So I get you dating. I mean, people do that all the time. So, but people feel a certain kind of way.
Right.
And they think a certain kind of way. I think people who've gone through divorce, I think they think differently. I think people who have not gone through that, they think differently. And I respect everybody's thought process.
Right.
But when you say that you have been in another situation with a woman like Trish, that means you've been in a relationship with a woman who was married before divorce. So if that's what it is, just say that you dated somebody while she was going through a divorce.
But that's what I'm saying. I just told you that's not what I meant. They cut it to make it sound like that. And if you listen to the whole conversation, I merely was saying that at one point I dated a woman who had been married and her husband lived upstairs and she lived downstairs, but they were separated. They weren't dealing with each other.
Okay.
Here's my thing. Like, I don't know any of you guys. I don't.
Y'all help me understand this. Ain't that the same? Ain't the lady still married? Ain't it? Please help me understand. Ain't the lady still? The lady will still be married, right? Who cares? Y'all with this upstairs downstairs stuff is crazy to me. But did y'all just hear what that man just? Let me run it back for a second because I could have sworn he just said that the woman and the man was still married but separated. He was living upstairs, she was living downstairs, and he went right. She's still married. You still messing with a married woman? What in the heck? Well, baby, wait a minute. I gotta run it back because I know how to. I know how to. I just gotta make sure I heard that right because girl, what? Hold on. This run it back for a second. Okay.
Do that all the time. So, but people feel a certain kind of way,
right?
And they think a certain kind of way. I think people who've gone through divorce, I think they think differently. I think people who have not gone through that, they think differently. And I respect everybody's thought process.
Right.
But when you say that you have been in another situation with a woman like Trish, that means you've been in a relationship with a woman who was married before divorce. So if that's what it is, just say that you dated somebody while she was going through a divorce.
But that's what I'm saying. I just told you that's not what I meant. They cut it to make it sound like that. And if you listen to the whole conversation, I merely was saying that at one point I dated a woman who had been married and her husband lived upstairs and she lived downstairs, but they were separated. They weren't dealing with each other.
Okay.
Here's my thing. Like, I don't know any of you guys. I don't. And it's like.
Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned if that ain't the same thing. The lady ain't divorced. Yeah. And the fact that he really was trying to persuade, he really was over here trying to persuade Millichun that that's not what he said. Sir, that is what you said. The woman is not divorced. Oh my God. I cannot, honey.
Like, I'm the type of person that, and that's not to sound like big headed or nothing, but like, there's nothing that you can say to me that's gonna make me determine how I feel. Like, I don't have to lie to you about something that truly isn't really like. If I dated a married woman, like you said, it is what it is. It's in my past. But I'm telling you, I never dated another married woman outside of Trish. It was just the way that scene was cut up. Like, I mean, and everybody who watched TV knows that there's a thing called editing. Like, I mean, it's not. And I'm the one who did it, and I'm telling you, like, that's not what it was.
Okay, because
that sounds so stupid. Again, you and listen, you don't have to know us, but you are on a show that we give commentary on, just like we do the Housewives or anybody else. We give commentary on it. What in the that man said it was edited to look like a certain way, only to turn around and say what I said was the lady was once married and separated from her husband. He lived upstairs, she lived downstairs. They still married. I just cannot. I cannot. Yeah, I can't.
Okay, so what I hear is you dated a lady who has been in a situation like Trish, so you came along after, and
it was after she had got when me and her dated. She was divorced.
Okay, say that because you didn't say
that. That's all you had to say because you sound stupid. You sound stupid, sir. You sound. That's all you had. Why did you not say that in the beginning? Because you lied. That's why. That's why.
So when you got with her, she was divorced, but she told you how the situation was. Okay, all right, y'all. He said it wasn't. She was not married.
I said that in the beginning. I said I misworded. I should have worded it.
Okay, yeah, you should have worded it because we're listening. We're listening. Okay, so is Mr. Make It Happen in Huntsville because he's had it in his stories that he's moved back?
So I think in the current, I think he's making a transition to go back and forth. I think he still has a space in Atlanta, and he's trying to get a space here.
He lived with his grandma in Atlanta. That's what he do. He lived with his grandma.
He don't live with his grandma. I don't
know okay, let us know because that's what
him and his brother live together. They have a really really nice condo in Atlanta. He doesn't live with his grandmother lives here in Huntsville.
What does he do? What kind of job does he have?
Marquez works for the government for a long time too.
Today at 11.
Legit. I mean, I couldn't tell you exactly what he's doing right now. I know his father left. They did a lot of kind of like missionary work. They traveled a lot and did a lot of. He's into music. He's a music producer for a group. Marquez is actually a talented person. He does a lot of stuff. So it's just that like, I mean, how can I say it without seeming like I'm talking about it? It's just he has moments. He goes through moments where he goes through bursts where he just, really kind of, gets lost and then have to come back to. But I mean, I've never tried to act like Marquez was just an outright bum. A lot of it was back and forth, me and him, going through the motions of the show and stuff like that. But I even stated that in my live, like he's not a bum. He keeps really good jobs. It's just sometimes he loses them. Sometimes, he has to do other things. But I don't care about what he does for work. My whole thing was just being here for these kids.
Okay. One of the questions, I was trying to put it up here, but I hit the wrong thing. So there was a situation where he said you had pulled something out on him. Did you do that?
So me and him cleared that situation up. We had a conversation. And I'm going to just say it like this. If me and you are having a heated discussion, a heated debate, a heated argument, whatever you want to call it, and you get frustrated enough to walk towards your car and be like, hey, I got something for you. What does that mean to you?
I'm about to cash a $50,000 check for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago.
I mean, yeah, it means like something in there.
And there we go.
You said that?
No, he said that to me.
Because he said you did it.
So it makes it seem as if like in the beginning he tried to make it seem like I just came out guns a-blazing, but that's not the case. We were having a discussion, and initially the only reason why I said something to him because when I pulled up, I just heard be this, be this, like a lot of cuss words, a lot of things that I didn't really think were appropriate to be saying to the mother of your kids and your wife, and and I had to intervene because it just looked to me as if it was getting So when he came up to my car, I saw who I was, and that's where everything went left.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. So he put this up in his story. So he said, wait a minute. Y'all had a conversation, probably the toughest conversation I've ever had, but God has a plan, the power of prayer. P.S. This is not a storyline. This is real life, and the Holy Spirit has been working behind the scenes for the greater good.
Yeah, Millichun said at the beginning of this interview why she lost respect for Marquez. So she said she actually lost respect totally for Marquez. So she did mention it.
Good. So let's talk about this conversation. Y'all had a conversation?
So what I want people to understand, like, this is real life for us. We like this show. Like I think a lot of people get caught up in this show and investing into this show and don't realize that there's a reality outside of this reality TV show. Like real life for us, we've been going through this. So for me and him as two grown men, we have to figure out a resolve. Like we have to figure out something that's going to benefit not just me and him, but this family and these kids. So at some point, the drama has to end. At some point, somebody got to throw in the white flag, and somebody got to be willing to communicate properly and communicate, on a level that we can get along. Not saying that it's perfect right now. We still have a lot of things that we have to work through. I think a lot of it is him and Trish have a lot of anger to get past because of what happened in their relationship. But all in all, it's working its way towards better for sure.
So, okay, this is my question to you. Let me say this. Let me take this down. Hold on, let me see if there's something else I want to say. He said, "Damn, that was tough for man to man to set your pride aside on both ends for the bigger picture. Is only God's work. It's not about us." So y'all at this point are putting kids, right? Y'all putting the kids in front of
I mean, that's where they've been at. For me, it's always been about the kids. You never heard me say anything else other than be there for your kids. Like these kids are like I say they have some amazing kids. Man.
Now people have a lot of questions about your relationship with Trisha's daughter. They have a lot to say about that, right?
And I'm gonna speak on that, and I'm gonna be real blunt about it.
Okay, let me finish my question, and then I'm gonna let you have it. They have a lot to say about that because first of all, you don't have any children, correct?
No biological children.
Okay, you have no biological children. So from your last relationship, you had a relationship with her daughter, and that relationship carries on to this relationship with Trish right now?
She has a room in my house right now.
And your house, let me clear this up also. You do not live in a house where Trish and Marquez live in. You and Trish have a home together.
We've been in 2 different houses since she sold her house with Marquez.
Okay, so y'all are together. Okay,
yeah.
So the relationship, like people really want to know, like what is that about? So I'm gonna let you clear that up for everybody, and because people feel like, why don't you have this type of relationship with the son?
So the son,
the
son is 18 years old. Like 18 years old, he's a college student. He's pretty much a man growing into a man. And the thing is they only hear us talk about me in the relationship with me and the daughter. Me and Zader have done plenty of things together. I think, and like I said, I'm gonna be blunt about it. I think you have to be a really weird person to just make assumptions, insinuations about a relationship between a man and a daughter based off of no facts. You know what I'm saying? So, and I take those, I take certain things really serious because I myself.
Ken, shut your black ass up. That's not your child. That's not your child. So how dare you get upset because somebody got a feeling about how you feel about somebody? That's not your child. That will piss me off. See, this is the reason why I can't talk to certain people. Cause you saying stuff like that, and I wish Millichun would have asked him, and why do you only use the daughter to get back at Marquez? Because see, that's what a lot of people want to skate over. He uses her to get back at Marquez because he knows how Marquez feels about his daughter. Let's not play these games.
Was mishandled as a child. So I don't really I don't make light of conversations like that. It's weird to me. A man in a household with a daughter is supposed we're supposed to be gentle. We're supposed to be affectionate. We're supposed to love on them. If she comes to me for the affection, I don't have to go up in her room. I don't go upstairs in her room and stuff like that. I don't really, even my child that I've been around the longest, like I never really go in her room. It's her private space. And they're 13 and 10, so they're bigger. They're on the, to me, on the bigger kid stage. I don't understand where any questions can come about our relationship. I'm a man in a house with kids. I'm supposed to take care of the kids and be there for the kids and have a relationship with the kids just as much as I am the mom. Matter of fact, no woman on this earth, on this platform right now, would be accepting of a man who didn't treat her kids well.
I agree with that 100%. I too am in a relationship and I have a daughter, and I would not. But like for me, before I even introduced him to my daughter, it was 2 years because I didn't know. I said, I'm going to see how long this works.
Exactly.
It was 2 years before they even, I think she may have heard his voice on the phone, right. But before she put eyes on him, it was 2 years because I was like, I can't bring anyone into my child's life, right. And I don't think I'm going to be there. So
it was 1 year before Trisha actually met Alex, and I think I'm not quite sure of the exact time, but the whole idea that Trish brought me around those kids like immediately, that's false. Like it didn't happen like that. Okay, it was a few months before I actually, because I didn't even know what Dager looked like outside of pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't until the lights moved into the other house, the one we had before this one, and I was about to go get another house, and me and Trisha she was like, well, no, we can do this one, and we just start our life together. So that's what we did. But that was months and months after me and her had actually, I'd say easily 6 months or more before I met her kids like that. It didn't happen like he tries and other people try to make it out to be. Okay. Which I don't understand how people have so much of an opinion on. It's like they wake up next to us and they go through the process of the day with us. Like y'all just really don't know, and it's just pretty much the stuff that we putting out on the show. And like I said, we will put out thorough information on the show, and only bits and pieces of it get, put out there. So I was always taught to ask questions before I make assumptions, because you make assumptions, you make an ass of yourself.
Okay.
So
Well, let me say.
Boy, if we asked everybody on every show so that we couldn't make no assumptions, that would be stupid. Shut up. That is just stupid for you to be talking. You are now a public figure. Shut up. Put your big boy drawers on and shut up. You are a public figure. Don't nobody got to come ask you now questions. Then you'll be mad because folks are coming over here asking you questions. You gonna tell them, watch the show. Shut up.
Phyllis, he stated he doesn't have any biological children. He has acquired the relationship with these children from relationships he's been in.
Right.
And however, I think all of us as women, if we were in a situation where we're dating, we would want the man who we're dating to have a relationship that we thought that made sense with our daughters, because there's so much that's going on in the world today. That's why people have so many questions. And then sometimes when you say things, it's like, what? I feel like Marquez, when he said, "Are you tucking my daughter in? And are you showing my daughter affection?" That kind of triggers everybody with the way of the world today.
But that's projection. That's projection. You can't project on another person's life what maybe you don't went through or what you see the world going through. I don't never assume somebody is going through something just because I seen it look like the same.
Mm-hmm. Sir, that is not the way you say that. What? You know what? I'ma just let it play back.
Look the same over here. Like that doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I don't think that because I say I show affection, because affection doesn't have to be physical.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Just like when he said, I think when Marceau said, if your daughter has a bad day, what do you want him to do? You want him to tell her to call him? And because I was like, if she has a bad day and Ken is there and she can download on Ken, that's important, because what is Marquez going to be there in 0.5 seconds? No.
A lot of people might hate me for this, but I feel like a lot of people don't understand this because they probably didn't have that relationship with their father. They probably didn't have, and even I know a lot of people who had the mother and the father in the home and still don't have good like coping and caring and nurturing skills because they just didn't receive it the way it was supposed to be done. I grew up on love. A lot of people grew up on survival. I grew up in a loving situation. We hugged, we kissed. Our parents hugged on us. My dad would kiss me on the forehead. My granddad would kiss me on the forehead. Now I don't kiss the girls. Like I think that's a little too far. But like hugging, and we hold hands when we walk outside. Like we're down at the park or we're at the at the mall. Like we show that type of affection.
I don't know, somebody. Nope. Ooh, help me, Holy Ghost. Ooh. Y'all, that holding hands, that's how we show affection. Oh, my good Jesus, help me.
Tucking her in at night, like I said, I think he was just asking that question to I don't know. I think that may have been the first thing that just popped in his head to ask. But like I said, they're 13 and 10, so I don't invade their privacy. Like I let her mom do that. And even with my other child that I brought in, I let Trish do that. I let Trish handle a lot of the girly things and stuff like that. And Trish and her have like an amazing relationship. So like I said, it's just weird to me for people to project and put that type of like that idea out there, because what are you basing that idea on? Something you went through, or something you seen somebody else going through, or like, because that's Well, just because your friend is a robber, am I supposed to think you're a robber? Like what?
Okay, yeah, I got you on that. But Ken, it seems like when you talk about certain things, like you are definitely a provider. You're definitely the head of the house. You know what I'm saying? Do you, at this point, not feel like you're deserving to be that in like for real? You know what I'm saying? Do you want children, or have you and Trish talked about? Because you seem like you'd be a great father.
So I don't personally care to have my own children. So I traveled a lot, like and the climate. Now, one thing I think I do agree with the people is the climate. I don't know if I want to bring more children into the environments that we have. It's so hard to raise kids now because we have so many different influences that we have to battle against, mainly being social media. So I'm okay. Like I said, Alex was 2, and I'm okay with my situation. Like I'm 100% content with my life. I'm happy with my life.
Okay.
Like me and Trisha are having an amazing relationship. Like I said, what you see on TV and what actual reality is about the same. We, I think a lot of people want me to be this hurt fella. I see the lady said something about the whole Martell situation.
We'll get to that.
I think a lot of people want me to be still upset about a lie she told me. I mean, she told a lie. We all have told a lie. Like, I don't.
Where are you with that?
We're way past it. Like we've been past. I don't care. Here's the thing: if her and Martell had a situation, it would have been way before me. So why would I care about it?
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
care about that.
I agree. Wait a minute. Okay.
It's not the fact of if her and Martell had something going on. Why you lie? Why did you lie? Why you lie? That lady lied. She lied to Ken. She lied to Stormy. She lied to Destiny. She lied. She flat out lied. She lied. Y'all, please mash that like button. Also, too, if you love to donate to the channel, the Cash App is there. The Venmo is there. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. But she lied. She lied. I mean, let's keep listening to what he said.
Okay. I agree with you 100%. It does. That's in everybody's situation. I don't hold on to things, right? Yes. So if something happened, if you and I are dating and you didn't date 12 girls in one day, that's the stuff you did before me. I ain't got nothing with it.
And here's the thing: even if they did, man, me and Martell I probably may have in the past messed with a woman Martell done been with.
Okay, but
like, are we supposed to fight over it? Like,
but this is what I'm talking about. Because they brought this up, she said she was. I mean, Ken, you go into the house, you go into the gym, you know the difference, right?
Right.
Like, there had to be something, even when you are, I can't remember what I was talking about when she had cooked. And I think when she said, when you found out the first time about her going to the house, I think the first time you found out about her going to the house, that was last season. And then she talked to the girls in the gym. Like, she does conveniently leave things out. Do you and that we don't feel like she's 100% truth teller.
Yeah, but I don't. But see, like y'all basing that off the one lie she told. What other lies has she told? I'm trying to figure out what else has she lied about.
She lied about a couple things. In one, she lied about the fact that first of all, why is you going to somebody's house instead of meeting up with them at the gym? That's the number one question I'm trying to figure out. All the other stuff don't make no difference. She also lied about the fact that she said that Mel grilled her. Mel ain't grilled her about nothing. She also lied about the fact that she actually knew who Martell was. So yeah, she lied about several things. I'd have lined them up for you.
I don't know. What other lies she told?
What I'm saying, like, what other lies has she told? The only lie that she told, because here's the thing, I've been here the whole time. So the only thing she omitted was the fact that she went to his house. And guess what? The only problem that I had with the situation was that she didn't tell me, because and that's because I asked. I said, "Hey, is there anything I need to know before we press forward with this? With all this, because I know how, and no shade, but I know how them like Martell them. They weird to me. The way they operate and the things they say to each other. I know that if they got a one-up situation, they gonna use it. So I'm like just let me know what's going on. The weird thing about Martell saying that he didn't know her and the lies, like, dude, he invited us to his magazine party.
Well, why she looked like she was devastated when he came in Stormy's house? Because she looked like, what are you talking about?
She didn't look devastated. To me, she looked confused, because the whole situation was when he walked in there and like she didn't know whether like she was supposed to, like, she didn't know how the scene was supposed to go. Like, y'all gotta understand that on set we there's a lot of stuff that go on that nobody knows about because it's TV. So I just think it was confusing for her because he introduced himself to her. He's like, dude, yeah, I know you. Like, what the hell are you introducing yourself for?
Yeah,
like if your ex-husband walked in a room and said, "Hey, I'm whatever his name is," you're gonna be like, dude, like, I know you. Like, what do you mean? So I think for her, it confused her. And like I said, Trisha, this is really, really, really new to Trisha. This is the first time Trisha has ever been in this type of situation where, as far as like the
And
magnitude
she
of
should
it,
never be
being
again.
on TV and
Get
stuff
her
like
off
that.
my
So
TV screen.
with her being new
I
to
like
it, her responses
looking
are
at
gonna be a little different than what people are gonna be accustomed to because she just don't know how to react to it. So for me, I know her personally, so I know it was confusion. Like she like, dude, why are you introducing yourself to me as if you don't know each other? I know your brother. We lived in the same neighborhoods. Like we came up in the same environments. Like what was that about? And I think from there it just went left.
So what do you think about this, what Samantha has said? Ken, could you please state where you stand with your alignment with Martell Holt, who is convicted of DV, harassment, communication in third degree? Like, what do you think about that? I mean, I know you don't really know people, and I know that you talk to them in scene and stuff like that.
Also, on the girls' trip, let's make something very clear. She told Stormy the reason why she lied to Stormy was because of the aggression. There was no aggression there. I feel the way I feel about Stormy, but there wasn't no aggression there. Stop them lies.
But basically, what do you think about Martell for the most part?
I mean, I would say Martell, he can be a good dude at times. I think Martell.
Y'all, this right here. Let me just say this: if you believe in the Holy Spirit and you don't want to hear a good cussing, I ask y'all to step away. Cause this right here pissed me off to the uttermost. The way he answered these questions. So I'm just letting y'all know right now. Exit stage left if you don't want to hear it. Okay. Yeah, he too inappropriate with that daughter, Aunt Natty, and it's nasty work. And I've said that multiple times. And he used that daughter against Marquez. And that's the reason why I can't rock with Ken. I can't rock with Ken. Okay, here we go, y'all. Brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Plays on a lot of situations. Like if it's a situation he can take advantage of, he's going to definitely do it. I.e., the whole Trisha situation. Mm-hmm. As a man, if me and you have messed around, it's either we did or we didn't. It's not going to be a no, but or a no, like in the whole idea that she didn't look that good, so nothing happened. As bogus because when he invited us to the magazine party, he asked her was she dating anyone. She said, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring a plus one." And he said, "Damn." So, like, dude, come on, man.
Wait, Martell asked Trisha that?
Yeah, so like, dude, stop. I just don't appreciate when we talk about lies. Trisha, like I said, she told that boy lie, and it was a big lie because it made everybody draw all these crazy assumptions and make all these exact accusations. But a lot of it stemmed from her not knowing how to respond because Martell kept playing on the situation, and it was frustrating her.
Stop, because all she got to do is tell the truth. That's it. All she got to do is tell the truth. Baby, baby, please.
Like, she didn't know what to do.
Yes, that was the same magazine launch that Sheree was at when he was calling himself dating Sheree. The upscale magazine. Yep.
Because she like when it happened, she came back to me like furious, like she was like mad as hell because she was like, dude just played me, like he made me look like in her words, like he tried to make her look like one of them, like one of the street girls, like somebody he just and she didn't like it, So
what do you think about when Maurice said that he thinks that you love Trish a little bit more than she loves you? Because you really go in for Trish. Like people feel like you might be a little delusional for Trish the way you stand 10 toes down behind her.
Hey, listen, again, I try my best not to sound.
I mean, you have her back.
I try my best not to sound arrogant and cocky and conceited, but like I told Dr. Heavenly this: there is no woman on this planet that can make me delusional or have me out here just 10 toes down and it's not like, nah, it's 8 billion people on this planet and more than half.
See, this is where I got pissed. Okay. I don't even think I got no more locks left. This is where I got pissed. Why didn't you answer the question? Why did you not answer the question? You don't answer questions. He getting ready to say that the Scots is weird. You get ready to call Maurice and Marcel weird. You just as weird. You skate around. Y'all don't answer questions. Child, let's keep going.
Half of them are women, and I pick a tier where I could probably get the majority of them. So I wouldn't just stick to one that's not right for me. It doesn't even make sense. Like Like, and I don't have kids. Like, I can travel the world and move around as I please. So why would I stay stuck in a situation that I don't truly deserve to be in, or that doesn't deserve to have me in?
Okay, let's go right there. I'm gonna go with what you just said. Do you think that you deserve to be in this relationship with Trish at this moment at 12:48 a.m. p.m. on 11/21/2020?
100%. Me and Trisha have one of the
really.
Me and Trisha have one of the best relationships you could possibly have. The only hiccup that I do say could have been differently, which I agree with a lot of people, is that the marriage could have possibly been done a while ago.
A while ago?
Huh?
I mean, they've been almost half of a decade ago.
They've been separated for a long time. So, like I said, I'm not disagreeing that, like, with the idea that it should have happened, but that's all based off our opinion. We don't truly know what was going on in the midst of them getting the divorce. And on top of that, we know who she's dealing with. So it's kind of like we can base our opinion based off our own situations, but everybody's situations are not the same. So, but do I feel like, yeah, that's my girl, like Trish, that's my buddy. We best friends. We like everything. We're going to get married. We're going to.
Let me do something. First of all, shout out to Camera Real for being in the chat. What it do? Let me say this. To all of y'all bourgeoisies in the bushes, come on out the bushes. Y'all know I come on out the bushes and speak, because everybody keeps saying, Chef, you got me out the bushes on this one. Come on out the bushes and speak, baby. How you doing? Okay, hit that like button. Hit that dislike button. I don't care. But y'all here, honey, and y'all is coming out the bushes, and I'm here for it, okay? It's about the fourth or fifth person that said they coming out the bushes. Hey, girl, I see you up there. Hey.
Live our lives the way we want to live our lives. And there's nothing really, like I say all the time, like, I mean, there's nothing really that's going to change my mind. It's not delusion. A lot of people ain't really been loved the way they're supposed to be loved. So what I do looks weird to everybody.
Well, okay, let me say this. From me to you, what bothers me about this whole situation is the fact that, you know, the way you talk about Trish, the way you are there for her, the way you've moved with her, you deserve a situation to be with someone that is able to be with you like that. Do you think that maybe who's holding the paperwork up? Has Trish signed the paperwork?
No, so the paperwork has been filed. Their divorce is filed. Like, I don't know.
Are we waiting on the judge?
That's like it's not like it's been done already. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if people think that we just is a storyline and we just doing it for a story. No, the actual papers have been.
Sir, it is a storyline. It is a storyline because y'all got it right before the reunion. It's definitely a storyline. What are you talking about? It is definitely a part of the storyline. Y'all went and got her. Y'all went and got it this past September. And it was contested. It is not finalized. We're talking 2 months ago, September. Please stop it. Stop. You got to stop, sir. You just got to stop it. Okay, I see y'all coming out the bushes. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Hey, y'all. He definitely continue to talk in the circles. Please smash that like button for me. Please, please. Thank you.
Been filed, and the divorce is in the process of being like it's really a real thing. Like, it's not for a story. Like, our real lives, this is real life for us. And I think that
it's real life, but
now me and Marquez are in a space to where he's going to make it easier for us to all move on with our lives, so that we can be good. That's why I don't.
You don't think Marquez is going to make it easy for y'all to move on?
No, no. I said we're in a stage now where I think he will.
I don't think that.
I mean, it's going to take some time. It's going to take time, but I'm talking about as far as the divorce, because I don't think it's not a matter like he don't want Trisha. Like, it's not Trisha that he wants. I think and I'm a man, so I think I can kind of speak for a lot of men. A lot of times we hate when we lose access.
Yep.
We hate when we lose access. So I think a lot of it is he had the access because even when him and Trisha were separated, anytime he fell, of course, that's the father of her kids, so she was there to pick him up. And that's always going to be a certain level of love there for them. But I think when I came in the picture and he lost all that access, it's like, damn, I just lost my lifeline. What do I do now?
So when was it filed? Because at one point in time, I think I was talking about it, and I said I didn't know for sure, but I thought I had heard that it was done. So when was it filed?
I want to say it was on the 19th of one of these months. It's been like a month, 2 months, I think. I have to look at the paperwork.
2 months ago. So they filed 2 months.
Yeah, I think it was a couple months.
So
You conveniently remember what
Let's say
day.
today. Let's-
You conveniently remember it's on the 19th, but you can't conveniently remember what month. Y'all, I would be on Trish Tell about it. I would know everything about the divorce. I'm just saying, if you that dude, if you about to be that dude, you know what I'm saying, I would know everything about the divorce. I mean, anyway.
Let's say something comes through today, the judge has signed it, and it is over. And she is single, right?
Right.
Do you think Trish is ready
No.
to be married?
No, we're not going to get married right away. I've already found a doctor. We're going to start counseling couples. We're doing couples treatment. I'm going to get her treatment on her own. I got a doctor from the VA, so I talked to her.
This is another thing I didn't like right here, and this is I have a serious question. Y'all notice that he said he was going to get her a doctor. He was going to get them a doctor. Please help me understand why Trish ain't already in no therapy. Please help me understand that. Y'all talk about all this money y'all got and everything. And see, while y'all always flossing about money and everything you got, see, this is just go to show you that money don't buy happiness, because you walking around here every day miserable and in grief because you ain't got no therapy. So we gotta wait till y'all wait till she get divorced from Marquez to then get her a therapist. But I don't know if that sounds like some backwards to me. Don't that sound a little backwards? Because what? I'm just trying to figure out, so why we gotta wait till the divorce is finalized to go get you some help, go get you somebody? What? Now that part I don't get that. But I definitely asked that in Millichun chat because I want to know if she done lost 3, 4 family members, why would she not already be in some type of thing? But okay, go off, sir. Go off.
A therapist, when I need to. We're going to do a lot of therapy. We're going to do a lot of, because she still has a lot of
go to the therapist when I need to
from her past relationship. And in order for us to actually be able to move forward, she has to let it go. So yeah, it's not going to be an immediate thing. She get divorced and we get married right away. But
yeah,
like we both have sat down and had conversations to where we're both ready to get the ball rolling, the process going. But we're going to take our time. There's no reason to rush what we already know is going to happen.
Okay. All right.
So why do so many homes in Bexar County need a flooring replacement?
Is what I call.
The number one reason is not about.
I don't quite understand that. And as a man, I would. Okay, you feel some type of way about Marquez not being there, but what are you really trying to do to help Trish? Because it don't seem like, you know what.
Well, let me see. One word for the kid. Can you give me one word about your experience on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Hold on, wait a minute. Leo, he said that let me put Leo's thing up here because Leo has a question. How does Ken feel moving into another man's home? They weren't divorced and Trish posted happy anniversary to Marquez in 2022. Now, see, they just got up all her Facebook posts up. Now, Leo,
I wasn't there in 2020, so that question is irrelevant.
Okay, because you did not move in their home.
I didn't move in their home, Leo. I said that 3 times already. Like, I didn't move to their home.
Yeah, he visited. He did not move into the home. Yeah. And where he and Trish lived.
And see, this is what I'm talking about right here. I've literally said it twice.
Okay, we're gonna just calm down. We're not gonna get hyped like that, okay? Because we're just asking questions. And I know
I talk like.
Get them together, Millichun, because I was like, who you think you talking to? Get them together because get them together because baby, who you talking to? Cool your jets, okay? Calm your nerves. Calm down. Calm down. It ain't that deep. That man probably just got there. He didn't know. He didn't know what y'all talked about. Calm down. Oh yeah, they both have good jobs. I don't know why they ain't reaching out to their employee assistance program and try to get some therapy. Try to get some free sessions up in there. Now, I don't know if it's free for everybody with the employee assistance program. I know I got 6 free sessions, and baby, when I went back and told them I used all 6 free, they gave me 6 free more. So, that's all I'm saying.
I just talk.
Okay, I know it can get redundant. But some people are just coming in and they really are passionate about it, about the show and everything. And I really appreciate you being here, and I appreciate all of you all being here. So he did not live in the house. He and Trish have their own home for some time now.
It's been a year, at least. It's been over a year now.
So like how I don't know. Getting a home with I don't know. I don't know how y'all do that. That would drive me crazy. I would be so nervous about moving with somebody that is still married and I'm not married to. I don't think I could get any real estate. I can't. Nothing.
That's like 90% of the related couples on this planet right now.
Yeah, but over here with this 10. Yeah.
What? That don't make it right though. Stop using what you feel like is the world to justify it doesn't make it right. Let me just say this. In the eyesight of the dear Lord, y'all are sinning like I don't know what. Okay. We're just gonna call a thing a thing. In the eyesight of the Lord, you are committing adultery. Can we just talk about that? Okay. And what 90% of the planet is doing what you do? Like, what? Like, what? Baby. Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm to each his own. Everybody do stuff.
We'll try. That's stressful, but I think it is. So this is a question I have for you. I'm about to end it up here. If y'all have some more questions, put it in the chat. If y'all come back for another season, you're gonna have to have another storyline because we cannot handle this anymore. Like you're gonna have to lean on somebody to show these jobs that you have. Like where does Trish work?
She's an engineer. She's been an engineer for 18 years.
So is she off today? Because she's at the gym. She goes to the gym doing work, right?
So she pretty much since COVID they work from home, work in office, work from home, work in office. They kind of back and forth.
Okay. So if y'all come back, have you thought about, because I know how it works a little bit, have you thought about how you're going to show up next season? Because when I tell you that we don't want to see this anymore, we don't want to see this. And I'm sure y'all don't want to see it either. I'm sure y'all tired of going through it.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of stuff that's coming. Like, y'all just got to stay tuned because it's coming.
Oh my God, is it still the same thing? I mean, I understand we got this.
So here's my thing with it. Like, I shut down, and that's real life reality TV. Like, I'm not about to keep going back and forth about the same stuff over and over again. And like, that's just not me.
But you've been going back and forth over the same stuff over and over again, and you said it's your real life. What is you talking about? You've been going back and forth over and over and over and over and over again about the same stuff because it's your life, right? Am I missing something? Because it seems like to me you've been going back over and over and over and over and over again about the same situation. So just stop it with the cap. We're going to see this the rest of the doggone season. Yes, we're going to see it the rest of the season. Another thing is, we already know at this point, Carlos don't care about no black excellence for real, because we ain't seeing nobody do their jobs. We're not seeing nobody do no work. We're not seeing none of that. So we already clearly know, as long as we've been watching the show, it's about more of the mess and the drama than anything. And exactly, y'all going to be dealing with this throughout the entire reunion. Child, please. I know you think you fooling.
Situation with the whole, all of it. I think, like me, I get over stuff fast. Like, I'm like you, I'm trying to get this next. Like, next, what's next? Like, but I think everybody's storyline is like time to get to something different because, Like the whole.
Wait a minute. Ken just coming on the block with a confusing storyline and got the nerve to say everybody else need to do something with their storyline. That's rich, sir. Now, okay. Well then, alrighty then, child.
Whole drama thing is, I'm not really a drama person. I like to stay to my I like peace.
You're not a drama person, but you drugged that girl on the show. Ken, please, sir, please, with this gallon size head you got, stop playing with us. You wanted to be on this show. And this is the same thing I was saying about Sunny too. They not interested in showing none of y'all businesses. They're not interested in showing none of the good stuff y'all doing around here. Look how long we have been asking to see Mel do property preservation on the show. We got a little scene of it this season, and that was it. They do not like to show y'all's businesses and the things that y'all do. And Carlos, your boss, gets right on over there on his platform and continues to say that that's why he built these platforms, is to give his cast an opportunity to do whatever they trying to do. You're not gonna never show it. So it's about what they're doing on their own Instagram, what they're doing on their own Facebook, because again, you're never going to show what they are trying to do. And at this point, you knew that, Ken. You want me to actually sit up here and believe that you never watched this show before you got on here. And we supposed to believe that you do not like drama, but you decided to be on a reality TV show. Please stop gaslighting us.
Wake up happy every day. I like to stay happy.
That's
why I said I apologize if you think that I got loud and I was getting aggressive. I just talk really loud. I got a raspy old man voice, so sometimes I just raise the pitch just a little bit. It sounds. Yeah.
Well, they don't feel like you answered the question about Martell. Like they feel like you kind of danced around it a little bit. So he didn't really answer the question about how you feel about Martell being convicted. Like, is that somebody that you would want to get to know on the show? Like, how do you really feel? How do you feel about that? I mean, you said he was a good dude.
I mean, I think with the whole, and like I said,
they're not feeling the good dude.
This is a touchy subject because I take domestic situations like I'm helping raise two girls.
Right.
So I teach them. I try my best not to raise my voice. I try not to say certain things where it can take me taken in a wrong manner. I think in their situation is.
Ken, stop the cap. Everybody stop what you're doing right now. Stop what you're doing right now. I'll call cap on this right here. Stop what you're doing right now. Because let me say this. If you can get your let me come close. Come close. If you can get your black ass on this internet and argue with some complete fucking strangers, I don't believe shit coming out your mouth about you not raising your voice at nobody else. Play with somebody else. Ain't no damn way. You came out here and literally was eating strangers up. And I'm supposed to think that please stop.
It's a little touchy. A text message, I mean, I can see harassment,
Now, I'm gonna tell you what we feel like. We do feel like when it came out about a text message harassing, we feel like everybody on that show downplayed that because Courtney was like, it's a text message. Even you right now, a text message, like the situation.
I just look at it like this. They both have had moments where they went back and forth and said some things that they probably shouldn't have said to each other. And I don't really like.
See, this is another thing. Why are you skating around the question? Mel, we don't care nothing about what Mel has done. Mel ain't been convicted of no crime. Of no DV harassing communications. Mel ain't been convicted. But that man over there has been convicted. So I don't give a what Mel did.
like I said, I don't know what started it, but I just know what was said in a lot of those situations, and like it could be on both sides. Like they could have did it to, like he could have possibly did the exact same thing she did to him. So it's like, I don't know. Now, if it was
did y'all just hear that? That man just literally said that they probably did it to each other. And again, here we are playing this thing down with another text message. When y'all will own up to the fact, I don't give a plum if you do not like Mel. When y'all will own up to the fact that this man has been convicted for trying to put out a revenge P-tape on his ex-wife. We're not going to keep talking about no text message. We're not going to be talking about none of that stuff. What we're talking about is what the man was convicted for, which was domestic violence, harassing communications. They probably not going to monetize this video, and that is okay. I don't like how y'all keep skating across this. And it's like everybody on this cast. This is when it comes to Sonny. This is something that I appreciate Sonny for. I appreciate her for not being afraid to speak on a situation like it seems like everybody else is. Everybody seems to be afraid to speak on the situation. Let's talk about what's going on at hand. This man tried to put out revenge P on his ex-wife. And y'all will find any way to skate across that. I will never understand it. I will never get it.
Physical, I think most people would be more like, nah, I can't deal with dude. Like I ain't dealing with that. But a text message between two, I'm gonna put it like this. I guarantee you that the majority of us could have this same charge if they went through our phones and seen some of the texts we went back and forth with somebody.
Speak for yourself. I ain't out here sending no sex tape to nobody trying to threaten them with revenge. I ain't never done that. Speak for your doggone self. And no, half of us ain't done that. Half of us ain't that stupid.
Because I know there's been plenty of times where I've had conversations where I'm like, listen,
speak for yourself. Don't speak for nobody.
Blah, 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 blah. Do I think it's okay? No, I don't think it's okay, because I feel like a lot of this stuff affects the children. A lot of it affects business. A lot of it affects everything around you. So do I think it's okay? No, but
what do you stand with the what do you stand with the revenge P? I think because it's more than just a text message. And I know this has been question. Beat. But since you're here, what do you think about the revenge P? Like him wanting to put that out.
Now that I don't agree with that. Like you talking about whatever the video or whatever the situation.
Yeah, because it was him and his wife.
That's whack. I look at it.
See, this pissed me off. This was so out of order, bro. So you chop it down to a text message, and then you turn around and say, "Oh, the video that was being sent, the video." That's what the whole thing is about. Y'all stop letting Martell manipulate y'all, and then y'all act scared to speak on it. Let's get back to the real question. The real question is, I asked you how you felt about this revenge P plot. That was the question. You went all the way around that because clearly, I don't know what you got against Mel. I don't know, Ken, but it kind of seems like, and this is just an observation that I have made. It seems like you're kind of going on that Tasha K side with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck. Give me, you didn't watch and study Tasha K a little bit. I mean, I'm just saying. Let's keep going.
Like this, man. As a man, I've never in my life tried to expose someone because I felt some type of way. To me, that's a feminine trait. That's something that you would, no disrespect, see a woman do. As a man, we shouldn't go there.
When I first joined Honeybook, I was roughly making $1,500 a month.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. That's rough. Because then you got to understand this again. Your kids may grow up, and the internet isn't going anywhere, and you can't wipe the internet clean. It may be a time that they may run into this video and see mom and dad in this manner, and it just isn't. It wasn't tasteful at all. Like it was definitely a no-go for me. And just just the fact of him doing something like that, I couldn't have like a super close personal relationship with him because I feel like when you do stuff like that, there's more that will come with that. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
Well,
Ken,
I
you
really
full of
hope
shit.
that they allow you all to come with a different storyline. If y'all, because I think Nell said y'all start back filming in January. I really and truly hope that it's something different because I don't know if I could be in for
Millichun. Ken don't even know. Millichun, I'm talking to you now. Ken don't even know if he coming back. Okay, and a lot of these people did. Oh, Jesus! I cannot. I really need a
Trish
beverage.
and Martell in a workout. You know, defending the workout. You know, Marquez.
So I didn't really defend the workout. I don't care about it because I wasn't around.
No, I'm talking about what we see on television. I'm not saying you right now. I'm just saying that's what we see, right? Yeah, you all go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting the like button. This is fantastic. I hope I got all y'all.
I really enjoy your show, by the way. Like you don't miss. Like I can just about guarantee that everything that pops out, you're gonna catch it first.
Yeah, I'm on it all the way. Thank you, though. I appreciate that so much. I think this has been good. I feel like. Oh yeah, hold on a second, girl. Wait a minute. Hold on. She said.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me find it. She said, "Congrats on the what you call." I can't let this go undone.
Yeah, Millichun does have a book out now. Let me see if I can find the link up in here. And I'm gonna put it in the chat. Millichun has a new book out. I could have sworn I saw that link up in the chat several times. Or maybe it's after she announces it. Okay, hold on.
Let me put it up here so y'all can go on and get it now. Going over to the Millichun.com. It's just released on Tuesday. The Perfect Petal. Ken, you need to go on and get this for Trish. Y'all read it together because y'all gonna need to be together when you read it. Thank you, CM. So go to Millichun.com now, Ken, and go and get the book.
All right, I'm gonna take a picture with it.
All right. Yeah, take a picture and post it on there for me. But Marita, you got your book. You gotta tell me how you like it. You gotta tell me. I'm scared. I get a little nervous because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. But I still want to know what you think. But Ken, this has been fantastic. Chat.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something else. This is another reason why I feel like he's full of crap because Marquez posted in his stories that the night that Mimosas with Melody happened. I'm not gonna forget that Marquez posted in his story that he got set up. Now, whether that was production that set him up and he felt like the setup had to do with Ken and Trish, I'm not gonna forget that. I know the setup didn't have anything to do with Mary. But the setup, I think, had everything to do with production. Maybe telling Marquez that Ken and Trish wasn't going to be there or something of that sort. But the man did post to his stories that he was definitely set up. And I can't remember if he used the word set up and he used something. He used something to that effect. And I'm not going to forget that. That's another reason why I call cap on Ken. Okay. Ken, I call cap on a lot of things, but I'm gonna tell you one thing that really is not setting right with me, and that's you and this man's daughter. I think it is absolutely disgusting to say, "Oh yeah, we hold hands and walk down the street." That girl is 13 years old, and you is not the pappy. There is no way in God's green earth that I would even think, as me being a man, you would never catch me holding my niece's hand, my daughter's hand. I'm not doing that. Okay. That to me is some sick stuff. And for you to use that girl to get back at Marquez and you pretend like you have always wanted to keep a clean relationship with Marquez, I feel like it's baloney. I'll call cap on that too. You full of it. Using that girl though, that's some nasty work. And another thing, I don't know what this is. We're gonna have to see how these episodes are gonna play out because I want to know what Mel said. She said something so bad Because I'm confused on that too. Because we're going by the same people who said that Mel drilled Trisha. Mel ain't drilled that girl. Teenagers typically don't even want to hold hands. That is some weird stuff. Like, why would you say that? Yeah, that's how we show affection. No, no, sir. That is not the go-to to come at someone. I just couldn't imagine. You know what? I have a brother that I do not speak to like that. And but his daughters definitely keep in touch with me. And I'm just thinking, if somebody will come in and do that same thing that you think is cute with Trish's daughter, and let me say, Trish is trash too, because I'm trying to figure out why you not saying nothing as a mother. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how trashy Trisha is for allowing this to go on and be cute? Can we talk about that? Because she trash too. Y'all, they need to get off our TV screens with this bull crap right here, because this ain't it. This is not it. I don't like it. And again, he's sitting up talking about, oh, we got other things coming on. We got other things coming. No, y'all gonna still be arguing about the divorce and about parenting and about this and about that. It ain't gonna stop, because it's drama and it sells, and it's what Carlos think the people want to see. I don't want to see it. I do want to see these people flourishing in business. My God, it's the same old mess over and over and over again. That's why I really ain't had no like oomph in me. What's up, Essence of Shade? That's why I ain't had no oomph in me to review the show. I'm tired of it. Move on. Get Ken, Trish, and Marquez off of here, and get what's the mother folks off of there. Shoot, I'm just tired of it. She's trash for allowing this man to post her daughter. Yeah, that man literally, and this is why I don't got no respect for Ken like that, because you should have. If we would have had an interview, I would have made you address this, because what's not cute is the fact that you posted a picture in the midst of you arguing with Marquez back and forth online. You posted a picture of you hugged up with his daughter, and you supposed to, man. You know what Marquez's sore spots is. This is why I ain't threw the towel in on Marquez like that, because you know that those are sore spots about his kids. Because regardless, you can tell that man still love his kids. Should he have stepped out on his family? No. Do I condone it? No. But when you do certain stuff like this, you prove the fact that that man loves his kids, and you can't take that away. I don't know, y'all. It's weird and it's nasty work. And right, it's clearly a dig, and it's a dig to get back. And I can't rock with that, bro. I cannot rock with that. Yeah, my stepfather met me at 14 and still married to my mom and didn't behave like Ken. It's a little weird. It's very weird. That man was so okay with the fact that he said, yeah, and sometimes we hold hands and show each other affection. Although affection has a different type of meaning to it when you're speaking on different things, it doesn't sound good when you say it, and when you say it like that, it doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. Child, Stormy's whole point in bringing Trisha on this show was her connection to Martell, and it was supposed to be a humiliate male on that girls trip. Absolutely. And I would like to ask somebody, because we didn't see it on the show, but in the trailer, the original trailer that we seen before the season came out, we saw Mel get up from the table. And of course, it was editing. The way that they made it look was like she got up around the time that uh, Trish may have brought up the whole Martell situation, or it could have been with the Stormy situation. I don't exactly remember when it was, but I would like to know what that was about. That's what it's given in a Plain Black Fire. Period. Period. Just imagine that's manipulative BS with our dad, uncles, and every man around for we can't sit on the lap, play tickle games or nothing. Now I know why. Yeah, listen, I think I told y'all not too long ago. I do not. I don't even want to be left in the room with no cheering. Nieces and nephews are not y'all. I'm sorry, and it probably does stem. I would say 50% of it stems from things that happened to me. But I never want to be in a situation where people put things on me. You're never gonna get an opportunity to do that. I don't like being in the room by myself with children, especially with uh young girl children. Like you're not gonna never get me to do that. I one time my niece called me, can you watch the kids? Hell, baby, you better go, baby, y'all better go on the corner and sorry to say it, but you better say your little boochie cat going around here so you can pay you a babysitter. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry to you. But I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm just not. It's just it's just a thing for me. It's a thing for me. And so to hear you doing these things to that man's daughter, it just rubs me the wrong way because you're doing it for a reason. I'm not saying that you can't show your stepdaughter, well, she really not your stepdaughter, but you can't show her no love or nothing like that. Ain't nobody saying that. But all the extraness is just too much. Right. Ain't no sitting in the laps. Ain't no come here, baby. No, none of that. Mm-mm. 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 On food, people cheering and stuff like that. Nope. I just don't do it. So um yeah. I don't know. It was Kimmy being more coerced about Trish being blindsided in a big group than Mel. Now that is true because she did say, "Oh, I would have rather had done it with Trish, in a smaller setting versus in a big group." But you didn't have no problem with the whole millimeter situation in the front of a big group. No, why we need that for what? I agree with that. Simply beautiful. As I stated before, y'all, I don't know what took me so long to really realize that. I don't know what took me so long to really realize who Kimmy really was. I really started noticing Kimmy when Kimmy brought up the whole Mel Nika and Martell situation. I felt like that was snaky, right? Because you was trying to get a reaction out of other people. I felt like that was so snaky. Another thing I felt like was very snaky of Kimmy was for Kimmy to bring up that bastard brother of them Scots. Y'all know that big gorilla, that big silverback that I do not like. There and can't nobody ever make me like him. I don't even know him and I don't like him. He's actually the only person that I would say I don't know them, but I don't like you. She sat up at that table when all of them was sitting right there having a conversation. Clearly, they was literally just having a conversation about Wanda. Then here come Kimmy talking about, I think y'all should have a conversation with y'all brother. Kimmy, use a snake. Now, Wanda done lied about a lot of stuff, but Wanda ain't never lied when she said Kimmy was a snake. Wanda didn't lie about that. Y'all remember when Wanda Kimmy's a snake. Kimmy's a snake, y'all. Kimmy's a snake. Kimmy's a snake. Wanda done lied about a lot of things. That's one thing that she did not lie about. That lady is definitely a snake in the way she moves. Absolutely. Yeah, that will forever. If we ever went down our favorite scenes, now I ain't gonna lie. When Wanda was calling Kimmy a snake and Kimmy kept saying, uh Wanda, tell me where what she say, Wanda, tell me, Wanda, tell me, Wanda, tell me. Was that was it? Was that at Monsters or somebody? That was at somebody's party. I can't remember if that was Monster Jailer, somebody's party. That will forever be my favorite scene with her when Kimmy and Wanda is going back and forth. But Wanda did not lie. Kimmy is a snake. But Kimmy was getting Wanda back together. Kimmy was actually getting Wanda back together. I ain't gonna hold you on that one. So anyway, y'all, I had commentary on this, and I said, you know what? We're gonna do a live because sure did. He said that in that interview, and I believe every bit of it. Kimmy the one brought him at that table. We wouldn't have been talking about that man had you not brought that lady up on that thing. Let's just keep it all the way a buck. Y'all talking about y'all been peep Kimmy. I gotta be honest. It took me a minute to peep Kimmy. It did. It took me a minute to peep Kimmy. It did. It took me a minute to peep Kimmy and how she was. I ain't gonna lie. Kimmy had me at first. The first 2 seasons, Kimmy had me. But that third season, oh, Kimisha. No man. Kimisha, Kimberly. No ma'am, Kimberly. Okay, Tennessee girl. I'm with you. She been shady since season 1, but I don't know. I can't sit up here and lie to y'all. I could not sit up here and lie to y'all. Kimmy had me fooled for a while. She really did. She had me fooled for a while. You sure right. That was that black. That sure was. You sure right. That was that black. Because that's when Wanda kept saying, and man, I think you want him back. Talk about Martell. I remember that. I'm with you guys, child. I didn't peep it till season 3. I didn't peep it until season 3. I really like Kimmy's first 2 seasons. And then season 3, baby. And then once I started seeing her with the Kyle situation, I said, you know what, Kimmy, I see you. I see you, Kimmy. I see you, girl. I see you, Kimmy. I see you, sis. I see you. But anyway, I want to talk about these topics, y'all, because I found Ken's interview with Millichun to be it was something. It was definitely something. Okay. It was definitely something. But anyway, good people, I'm getting ready to go eat me some more cucumber salad before I chill out for the night. I have a couple of more things to do for the brunch. Speaking of the brunch, if you ain't got your tickets, get your tickets. Hey, get your tickets. What? Get your tickets. 5 p.m. to 8:30 on December the 15th. Please get your tickets. They are going fast. I have a couple of Atlanta podcasts to do. Y'all, some major doors has opened for this event, so I need y'all to get y'all tickets. And if you cannot attend, you could donate a ticket, or you could just donate to the event, however you see fit, whatever you see fit. You could tell a friend, a family member, anybody, and tell them that Klarna girl, she can also help you with your payments. Okay? Why did Ken switch up the fact that he said Trish was not the first woman he's dated first? Now you may have to go back and listen to that, but during the time that Millichun was talking to him, he never clarified that he dated the lady after she got a divorce. And on the show, he said that. So him saying that it was editing is false because then Millichun asked and he corrected it. But I still don't believe him. But anyway. Anywho. Miss Klarna, okay. Oh, I had a cucumber salad for lunch today. Did you? Brittany, you had it with everything in it? Man. Who came up with, do anybody know who came up? I gotta figure out who originated that. Whoever came up with that, okay. Whoever came up with that, they did their good work on that one. If y'all have not had the viral cucumber salad, look it up on TikTok. So it's cucumbers, cream cheese, bagel seasoning, better than bagel or whatever it's called. Some smoked salmon and some other. Y'all better get y'all one of them. Like that girl to me, get y'all one of them. Now I have seen people change it up with the feta cheese. I did see a girl do it with the feta cheese. I may have to try that one. Yeah. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good evening. Please make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, let me know how you felt about this. And I will be sure to catch y'all in the morning. Peace. I do it with feta. Now y'all about to make me try that feta. Let me go order my feta cheese right now. Bye y'all. Talk to y'all later.